Good morning, Bumblebee.
Guten Tag, how are you?
Grüße happy. Grüße schön. Danke. Took a pivot.
Je suis le grand pamplemousse.
Viva la France.
I hope people are getting sick in that nasty river.
Oh my lord.
Welcome to All the Fucks, where your heart feels like an Olympian who has to pull out of the Olympics because you don't want to swim in a shit river.
Yikes, let me tell you what, my friend. Watching the Olympics, I'm like, oh, this is all the fucks. Mm-hmm. This is distinctly all the fucks, and I didn't even know it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this one especially with, like, that poor pole vaulter and his giant dick. And we've got that. We've got, apparently 2 nights ago, there was a swimmer who didn't qualify for something, and he was, like, super heartbroken and crying, and they wouldn't take the cameras off of him, and people were mad. People were like, a coach came and got him and, like, pulled him behind a screen, but, like, there were cameras who were like, I can't wait to capitalize on this man's pain, and people were like, that's not a good look. not a good look.
Exciting fact, Lillian Bustle, I don't believe I've ever watched the Olympics.
Ever?
Ever.
Not any, like, figure skating or anything?
I mean, maybe. Okay, I did watch that tiny bit in, like, 19 or 20 when there was that couple skate. There was this team skate, and these two sold it the way that, like, Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga sold their fucking song Shallows, right?
Sure.
These two were fucking so hard, like, and I don't think they are, but holy God, the absolute steam between them was out of this world, and just watching it, like, you'd break out in a sweat. So I watched that.
I don't
on
remember
YouTube.
that at all. How interesting.
Oh, it was a whole thing. It's worth a little Google for sure.
All right. I'll take a looky-loo.
It's worth a Google. It's beautiful. But yeah, I've never in my 40 years now of life have watched the Olympics, which I realize is a little shocking.
Yeah.
And
are you a communist?
Basically, right? So no, what I am is a hurt feeling child who immediately knows that I'm not good at sports, and that sports are already the thing that everybody idolizes, and no one wants to sit with the theater kids or the forensics kids, and so why am I going to give sports more attention than they already get? However, I am delighted to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm wrong because ridiculously, I feel like a citizen of the world.
Oh, love this.
I feel globally connected. I mean, in a very, like, toothpaste commercial Disney way, but whatever, that's better than it usually is. Usually I feel like we live on this on Turtle Island and the entire world is burning and everyone hates us, and that may still be true, but honestly I love watching so much global excellence from all of these other cultures, and like so much fucking Black excellence and joy both domestically and abroad there. This is fucking beautiful. I watched Indigenous people from New Zealand do a haka last night, and it was fucking gorgeous. And so I'm just like, oh, what a lovely massive scale. I mean, this might be too much credit to give it, but boy, it feels better than usual. What a massive scale decentering of whiteness.
In France.
In France. Yes. I mean, I don't know if I'm Pollyannaing it, but honestly, for someone watching the Olympics for the first time in my life, I'm like, oh, this feels so much different than the way that it felt to be excluded from everything as a child.
That's so nice.
It's really sweet, isn't it? Unexpected.
And you were talking specifically about something which I have actually heard cited multiple times as like a gay awakening for people, which is women's rugby.
Rugby. You could not pay me enough to go anywhere near anyone who is playing rugby. And like, so fun fact, Jory played rugby in college, and I was like, tell me everything. And then Jory sang me the like fight songs, which are insane.
Oh yeah.
And probably just like copy pasted for every college, right? So it's a lot of yelling and a lot of like da, 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 da! But also it's hot as hell.
That's so funny. I don't think that I could ever find anything sports related very sexy, to be honest.
That's fair. That's very fair. But then they sing you their song, and their song is like Tuesdays are for fingering.
I don't think I know how to play rugby.
Girl,
that sounds more like bowling.
I gotta tell you. Yep. This fight song was like, Tuesdays are for fingering, Wednesdays are for something, Fridays are for drinking, and Saturdays are for rugby. I mean, it's like very intense. And then all of these young women, all these butch as fuck young women, like tackle each other and like wrap their thighs around someone else's neck. It's
no, I get the appeal. 1,000,000%. I understand why other people like it. I definitely get it. If given my druthers, though, I would rather just watch a hot lady with big arms chop some wood or something.
Or just go see your optometrist.
Man, I miss her.
How the fuck is she working in a prison right now?
I don't actually know if she is anymore, but she's definitely still in Florida.
Oh,
womp, womp.
Well, you keep wanting to go back.
Dr. Viking Goddess, where are you at?
Oh my Lord,
she's amazing.
Yeah,
we watched the Olympics as a family, but it was really mostly like skating, curling, which Don really likes. I'm fascinated by it, and I love. So if there's anything maybe remotely hot about any kind of sport, especially Olympic sport thing, I love when they're doing curling and they're like going hard, they're just like yelling the word hard over and over again.
Great.
Yeah, but like all of it, first of all, anything with danger makes me too nervous to even feel sexy. Like anytime anyone goes off a high dive, I'm like, oh honey, be careful. Yeah, I don't know. But I grew up with it, and we would like circle things in the TV not the TV guide, the television programming booklet that came for free with the
the guidebook.
Newspaper. Yeah,
the TV guidebook. Yeah,
the one that was made out of newspaper, not the actual TV guide.
Yes.
And we would talk about it at school sometimes, and then there was a whole thing with McDonald's Olympics stuff where you had like peel off things. So I remember always being like mostly kind of aware of it. But the thing that always throws me off is that I never know, like, it always surprises me. It's always like, surprise, it's the Olympics.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh wait, it's on tonight? It's up. The time zone thing always confuses me. And by the time you get to watch things, I've gotten spoilers usually if it's something I'm paying attention to, because it's already happened. It happened hours ago, and now we're watching it. So that's always a little weird. I do, however, love rhythmic gymnastics.
Ooh.
And I will credit a kids play kit called Get in Shape Girl from when I was a child. Are you familiar with this at all?
Jog my memory.
This
The
feels
answer
like
is
it might
probably.
So it was when I was 5 or 6. It came out definitely around an Olympics time. And there's a number of different apparatuses that you can do with rhythmic gymnastics. It's like a floor act. That's not what it's called. A floor thing.
Routine?
A mat routine.
But
then you either have a ball that you like throw up and catch on your foot sometimes, or there's clubs, which are like kind of like juggling. There's a ribbon, which is exactly what it sounds like a ribbon on a stick. And then I think there's a hoop one. And it is so bizarre. And Get in Shape Girl was a little kit that you would buy that had a cassette tape with some workout music. I'm pretty sure they all came with like wristbands, like terry cloth wristbands and a headband. Sure. And then a ribbon or some other thing. A baton. I think one was a baton. So they weren't like analogous completely with whatever you would do with rhythmic gymnastics, but that was the vibe for sure. And we all thought we were so sporty. It was so, so ridiculous. And each kit had a different color. Like one was like seafoam green and one was pink with the wristbands or like whatever you would get. And yeah, oof. And that coupled with the fact that I was taking baton lessons, I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. And I do still think all of that stuff is really interesting and cool. Still not hot, but impressive. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, the way my brain works, it is very difficult for me to have any kind of attraction to someone if I don't know very much about them. So
yes, totally. I generally feel the same, but there was sure something about rugby, I think, and relatedly, right? So like, just the demographics of the girls that I grew up with are very strange. Girls who you would swear up and down were gonna come out later in life and are just straight as the day is long. I don't get it, but they are very butchy. Like there are girls that just absolutely shock me.
I think that's Jersey. I think that there's just like a lot of tomboy girls. Yeah, I think that that's very, very a Jersey thing. Yeah,
Jory said it confused them too, because when I took them to the farmer's fair, they were like, oh, I get why you were confused and unable to come out. I was like, thank you. That's right. None of these girls are gay.
Right.
But I mean, watching the rugby team pretty much felt like, okay, this is the actual gay version of all the girls that I grew up with. And that feels hot.
Yeah. I think that the closest thing that I would come to that would be women's volleyball.
Oh.
But I couldn't even really tell you why.
Usually real tomboyish, but like beachy tan folks.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Interesting.
I also like to watch volleyball more than other sports I'm not good at.
I've watched so much incredible shit. It's very strange.
It's been kind of fun watching the celebrities in the audience too. Like I actually haven't. I know that Snoop Dogg has been doing some kind of commentary, and I am sad that I haven't caught much of that. But seeing like Billie Jean King, somebody told me that Flava Flav like sponsored an entire team. The U.S. women's water polo team. Flava Flav.
Oh, my God.
I
wonder if that's related to so far my favorite piece of Snoop, which is like, search somewhere, Snoop, horse, crip walk, and that will be very satisfying.
Amazing. So yeah, these athletes, like we found out with like Tanya Harding and stuff like that, they have to figure out, no one's paying them to do what they do. They have to figure out how to make the money to get their costumes, their uniforms, whatever. To do the travel, all that stuff. And apparently this woman named Maggie Steffens put out a story about how many jobs she had to work to, to make the United States look good. So, and when they're playing and practicing, it takes them away from the work. So Flava Flav said to himself, why not step in and try to help these girls out? Yeah. And he like made sure that the entire women's water polo team was covered to go compete. And I was like, what? This should be required of anyone with millions of dollars, right?
Definitely.
Like if you are on the upper millions of dollars, and let's face it, this sounds crazy. $1 million is not much money anymore.
It's nothing now. I know it. Yeah, that's wild.
So terrible.
Yeah.
But if you are one of these people where it's like you never have to worry about anything again as long as your accountant doesn't fuck you over, like you got to give some of it away. Like you have to. You have to. You just have to. Anyway, Flava Flav had like a special clock around his neck when he was watching. The other day it was like an Olympic themed clock.
I do think it's very interesting that he chose to sponsor water polo, which is already like very much a high class, like access to horse,
No. Water polo doesn't have horses. That's polo.
What's water polo?
It's basically like Marco Polo.
It is. I can play Marco Polo in the Olympics. Come on.
Everybody's in a pool, and I believe you're in the deep end of a pool. I believe. So like you have to tread water the whole time, and you do have a ball, and you have to get it through a goal.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you think it was horses in the rain? Because I love that.
Definitely. And the worst part is, I have been corrected on this before.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot wait to make an AI generated version of your water polo.
It's the kind of thing my brain just can't hold on to.
I understand. I have a few things like that myself.
I guarantee you this is going to come up again, and I'm also going to be confused.
I love it. I can never remember the definition of the word nonplussed. That's the one that always...
That one's a puzzler. That's a stumper.
Mm-hmm. You're like, you've got the horse. You got to run horses and a pool.
That's right. And then the polo, and then the croquet mallets, presumably.
Which get all rusty because they've been in the water.
And then the horses get spooked. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of things to consider.
It's a bunch of horse pneumonia. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
These are the real concerns. Dude, I watched part of the hammer throw yesterday, and when I tell you, these burly men from all over the world have never looked more like their event.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, there's some Viking bear action going on this year.
Very Viking bear, very man bun with like a thick, full beard. Yeah, that was entertaining as hell. And I thought I was roasting them, and I'm like, what are these guys doing? Throwing Thor's hammer? And Jory's like, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Sit down and watch it.
Thank you. That's amazing.
So I'm actually having a really fantastic time with the Olympics.
That's
unexpected.
Great. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's
very
wonderful.
Unexpected. It's really, it's very twee. I feel so connected to people.
That's so great. And also we discovered that whole controversial thing where it was like the bacchanalia painting that everyone was like, this is the Last Supper, and the drag queens, remember, for the opening ceremonies? Did you see that?
I didn't watch the opening ceremonies because I was like, I don't like the Olympics. And then Jory was like, I would challenge you in that thought. And I was like, oh, Never mind.
That's amazing.
But it's only been.
Oh my God, go back and watch the opening ceremony.
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
So there was this whole controversy. Whether you saw it or not, I'm shocked that you didn't see this part. So there was a part, I actually didn't see this part, and I didn't see Lady Gaga. I guess I came in late, and then I didn't go back and watch the whole thing, but I've seen enough clips of it. There was this, not diorama, tableau of a famous Belgian, maybe, painting that was supposed to represent a bacchanal. And there is a big blue Bacchus in the front with like a red beard and like wine and grapes and shit and like a little wreath around his head. All people saw was a bunch of, and there were drag queens behind him. Okay. All people saw was a giant table with a bunch of people behind it doing this. And they were like, this is drag queens doing the Last Supper and we don't like it. Which was A, not what it was. And B, there have been millions of riffs on that painting, including like from The Sopranos. This is not, nobody ever gets mad about this.
Never.
But that singer that you pointed me to, the fat French girl or the DJ, she was in the middle. She was in the middle with that star crown coming out.
Nice.
And everybody just chalked her up as one of the drag queens. So when you were like, oh my God, check, what's her name? Like Jenny the Butch or something like that?
Her name is Barbara Butch.
Amazing. So I don't want to say that she's not a drag queen because I don't really know how she identifies. But,
sure. And it could be like a Chapel Roan situation.
Right. But the fact that people saw this and were like, I've made up my mind about what this is. And then there was this blue dude in the front. I was like, I don't remember that guy being in the Bible. I don't remember this. And he had he looked like Papa Smurf the college years. He was all blue and like a red beard. Yeah, just very, very silly that people were like, I have a sad.
Oh my God.
I just don't know why people can't research literally anything. And I don't even mean real research. I just mean Google. You stop and fucking.
Yes, it
so
takes
stupid.
moments. Moments to see if you're just being a prick.
It's exhausting.
I mean, it is. Yeah. It is. It's definitely exhausting.
I wish I could figure out how to become. This is funny. I said this out loud. I said, I wish I could be one of the people who rhinestones all of those costumes. And my friend said, well, they have famous designers design them. I said, those famous designers are not sitting there putting the rhinestones on the costume.
That's fucking right.
Just like a famous chef didn't actually make you that fucking dinner. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, but it depends on how famous and it depends on where. Yeah. What else do I like about the Olympics? Oh, something I don't like is that now we're saying podiuming instead of medaling. Like winning a medal and medaling. You know, there's a verb that probably I would bet didn't exist until the Olympics. Like, did you medal in this?
Because there's the other version of metal, which is delightful.
Yeah. You kids and your stupid dog. But now people are like, oh, I don't think she's going to podium. It's trick to podium with this. Like, we're podiuming. And I'm like, no, that's gross.
That's a really dumb verb.
I don't like it. We don't need it. We have a word for it already. Stop it. Weird weirdos. Oh, my, I did watch a bunch of trampolining. Have you watched any trampoline?
No.
So first of all, I can't imagine why anyone would want to do anything else. Like, you could either run and sweat and like hurt your back and your shins and your whatever.
Oh.
Although this probably hurts your shins too. Or you could bounce and fly. Your sport is bouncing and flying? Yes. Hello. I would like to bounce and fly. But I did watch the trampolines look big until you see how fucking high up they're going. And then you're supposed to, I think, try to hit the target in the middle as much as possible. And this one guy didn't realize how far over he was jumping. And so this is the edge, and it's padded, but it's still like the hard edge of a fucking trampoline. And he hit it with his foot, and it went, ah. And I was like,
no. That's
yeah, and you
terrible.
could tell it really, really hurt. I don't even know if you can go, like, pick back up and keep going with something like that, but he dismounted and limped off. And I was like,
holy moly.
Then I was like, now I know why everyone doesn't do that.
Oh. The first thing that I saw was precision whitewater kayaking.
Huh.
And it was fascinating. And like, first of all, I was transfixed by this, whitewater course that they had just fucking made out of what? Out of nothing? Where? Right. I don't know, but it was realistic and good, like something that had taken 10 years to fucking build and perfect, but whatever. And then the athletes coming down the rapids in these little narrow kayaks, it was about their precision of being able to go through the gates, right? So there would be gates that you had to not touch, and like the level of matrixing on the playback and the slowdown is wild.
Wow, that's amazing. No, I hadn't even heard about that one. That's incredible.
Crazy. And then they had to do little like hairpin turns around other gates and do like a quick little paddle and have it be as whip close as possible and like propel themselves further down the waterway. It was very impressive.
Huh.
Very impressive.
That's amazing.
And then there was also really satisfying and almost like just watching a screensaver has been the surfing competitions.
Yes, all of that is so weird. I don't know how it all works. I love that there are camera people in the water.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And it's also like they're out there in French Guiana. Is that right? It might be French.
I thought it was Tahiti, but I could be wrong.
That may be right. Yeah. They're out in, I might be thinking of like French Polynesia, quote unquote, which I don't think is a term anymore. That might be a 50s term. But yeah, so they're out there in the Pacific Islands, just like, we are here to do the Olympics. And it's just rolling waves. And it's this really weird wave break that happens offshore. So fuck buddies, imagine being here at the Jersey Shore and that wave that happens like 10 feet away from where it meets the sand.
Yeah.
Now it's happening like hundreds of yards into the ocean. It's very strange. It's where a reef is formed and at the drop off. Right.
Interesting.
So like the ocean thinks it's the shore. So that's where it breaks the waves out
cute.
there.
Okay.
I know, right? Sense. So, yeah, that has also been delightful, and I can't believe how fun it is.
Yay.
It's fun. I like it.
It is.
I like it.
You know that the whole like the whole Olympic board or whatever the hell it is like wildly corrupt. Do you know about all of this?
No,
I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but yeah, there's a ton of corruption behind the Olympics, which is why they're totally fine. Yeah. I mean, the impact on the countries where it winds up happening is terrible. Like, it's bad, except for probably great for the sex workers.
I bet.
And with that, to also take a little peep into all of the orgies in the Olympic Village. And like the cardboard beds this year. Yeah, there's the behind the scenes
cardboard
stuff.
What's that reasoning?
I mean, just because they had to find a bunch of beds. I think they have actual mattresses, but like the bed frames and stuff are made out of some sort of sturdy corrugated cardboard, but it's become a trope.
Oh no.
About cardboard beds and everybody fucking on them.
Oh no. Girl, I would do anything to get the actual tea on who's fucking in the Olympics.
Oh my God. That would be the best reality show ever.
Ever.
The best. That and the like all the face characters at Disney who are hooking up.
Definitely. Oh my God. Oh, would watch that in a second. Take off the Real Housewives, please, for the love of God, and just do that. Who's fucking at Disney? Who's fucking at the Olympics? I'm in. I'm very, very in. When Jory put on Rugby yesterday, I was like, is it lesbians? And Jory's like, exclusively. And I was like, is there kissing? And Jory's like, yeah. And then at the end, they were kissing each other. I'm like, oh, there's real kissing.
Real kissing. I love it. Love it.
Though 2-hour fetch of last week of like, my God, can't a place just know how to make a bed so a human adult can sleep on it with dignity? No. Like, these motherfuckers are putting their bodies through absolute hellfire, and the best you have for them is cardboard? They deserve...
Yeah, I know. Like Sealy Posturpedic. Come on.
Yeah. That's just impressively awful.
Yeah.
It's impressively awful.
Very weird. Also, a little impressed that everyone isn't, that people aren't having to pull out of their own. Maybe the longer that they're there, we'll see, but that people aren't having to pull out left and right because of COVID. Because it is, right now, I read a thing yesterday that like 1 in 37 people has COVID in America right now.
Holy God.
Yeah. I'm back to wearing masks on the trains and things again. Like, yeah. I was mostly, but it's hot, A. And B, I had thrown out the last one that was in my purse. And then I just didn't get any more. But now I need to I'm going to reorder for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, my goose Catherine just got it too. Apparently she did not wear a mask on a packed flight. And
yeah, planes, everybody's like, oh, planes are not so bad. And I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, it's just a long time.
I know.
It's a long time around the same people.
Right. Yeah, and the last flight that we took together, I didn't wear one, but I'm going to wear one on Thursday. And once again, I have no rhyme or reason for how I'm making these choices, which is not great, but I figure anything is harm reduction.
That is true, yes. And also your experience is, I think, very typical right now, which is like there are no hard and fast rules, and a lot of that is just fatigue from being dicked around now for 4.5 years. Oh, yoicks. Every time I have to update that number, it's a bummer. I don't like that. Oh,
yeah,
no.
It's still, yep. Yeah, we really have caught some Arrested Development with this, and it's wild.
Yeah, impressively bad.
Impressively bad.
Very impressively bad. Well.
America, spread your golden wings.
Let me tell you, those fucking adorable Canadians, it was like a cartoon of Canadians, by which I mean the fans in the stands for the
Is that what a group of Canadians is called? A cartoon of Canadians. I love that.
A cartoon of Canadians.
A cartoon of Canadians.
All the adorable little Canadian fans in the seats at the rugby thing. And of course, I'm not watching it at the same time that it's happening. I think the rugby stuff happened on like last Wednesday and we were watching it. But to the credit of Peacock, yay Peacock, as in the NBC app, they've got everything like, it's like going online and picking and choosing. It's like going to YouTube.
Yeah. Don showed me that. I don't think I would have known to look for that.
Right? Which is great. And now, knowing that Peacock has the Olympics, I think Peacock also might have more live or one day later sports too for basketball season, which is going to be important in this house, apparently. Every time I tell you basketball stuff, you are once again floored. And I am too. Honestly, I know more about sports than I ever have in my life. And I have more respect for sports than I ever had in my life. No.
I respect it. I just, and I don't, apparently this is something that goes along with ADHD, where if it's not something that you care about, you can't like make yourself care about it.
That's very fair.
History is one of those things. We were just at the Intrepid yesterday, and like some interesting things. Some of it was interesting. Like I like sent you the picture of Jackie Onassis's handwriting, and I was like, oh, I think my mom modeled her handwriting after Jackie Kennedy.
Definitely.
That was my takeaway from the fucking space. I was standing underneath the space shuttle. I was standing in actual space shuttle, and I was like, oh, look how she does her K's and F's.
Yes. That's also what I would find fascinating.
And then I was like, boop, boop, boop. I wonder how much the astronaut ice cream is. $8. I'm still going to buy it. Oh, this doesn't taste as good as that. And I'm like literally standing there next to like actual spacesuits and like the casts of that. This is interesting. They did casts of the guys who went to the moon, the 3 dudes who went to the moon, casts of their hands so that they could custom make their gloves, so that they weren't, if they're too tight, you can like lose your fingernails because it's like pressure on your fingernails, and if it's too loose, then you can't feel what you're doing, and you have to be able to, let me just keep doing this for the people who are watching. And one of the guys wore his wedding ring for the casts, so they were like, you now have to wear that on your mission, which sounds crazy to me because I imagine that your fingers swell.
I would imagine that might be a dangerous thing. That's right. I wouldn't try and go up there with jewelry. Yikes.
Yeah. Anyway, it was still interesting. I mean, it's not like so much of it is uninteresting. We also walked through a submarine, which partway through, I was like, oh, I hope there's not much more submarine because I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Oh my God.
It was, whatever I thought I might be walking into, it was smaller than that.
Yeah.
It felt, it was smaller than the smallest New York apartment.
It's literally a clown car.
It is, yeah.
It's a clown car situation.
And apparently you used to be able to smoke on them. Damn.
No, terrible. I used to live really close to the SS Ling, USS Ling? The Ling, which is a submarine from World War II that is docked in the Hackensack River in Hackensack. It is the teeniest, tiniest little bit, like little history museum. And like the docent who's been there has been there forever. And I was going to go on the Ling and do the tour of the Ling, but there's like, a line of like 10 or 12 people, right, reaching back into the parking lot, and the Ling is about this big. And I'm like, I'm not getting in that toy submarine with 12 people. That can't happen. That's physically impossible.
If I had seen this from the outside, I don't know if I would have gone into it.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Having that sense of it, I was like, oh, absolutely not.
There was also, and like, so the walkways were a little bit in small end because they had like guard, like plexiglass up so that you couldn't just like go help yourself and do touchy on things. There was one point where both of my hips were touching this. Like, I didn't have to turn sideways, but I was like, someone any bigger than me
could not do this.
Would have to turn sideways like they were going down a bus aisle.
Oh, God. Right.
I don't know. So anything that's like a human story kind of thing, I can get into whatever it is. Totally. But unfortunately, that's often not how aeronautic stuff and history are not presented. Like, I can get into a fucking story.
Yes.
I can get into a story about anything. I can get into a story about sports.
Yep.
I mean, Teen Wolf.
Yeah!
Teen Wolf is my favorite basketball movie.
Oh my God, that's so fucking precious. No one's ever said a better thing ever.
I don't know. Your thing about horses and water polo is pretty great.
Teen Wolf is my favorite basketball movie.
But yeah, but sports like mainstream sports, I don't understand the tribalism of it. I like to play games. I like to play games. I liked floor hockey. I like cornhole. I have played with a basketball and a hoop in a way that is not a game that's like scoreable, but like I get it. You like, let me do this little physical thing that has this little goal, but it's all of the shit around it that I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I like to go to a hockey game, and I like to get a big beer. And I like to hear people holler. I like hockey because it's nice and cool.
The culture of it, yes, totally.
Basketball courts always stink. They always have that funk. You know what I mean? Gyms where there's anything like that is just like, ugh.
The whole thing smells like sneaker rubber.
Yeah, but like mushrooms also. And then people get so crazy about it, and I just don't get it.
The sports culture I can get behind the most has always been like minor league baseball.
Oh, okay. Yes, for sure. Baseball, I will never keep track of people's stats, but that is so you understand what's going on. It is very easy to understand what the hell is going on and why it's happening. And immediately after anyone does anything, someone goes, foul ball. And you're like, oh, okay, that was a foul ball.
Yes. And they sweeten the deal. So the minor leagues especially.
Minor leagues is so cute.
Everything is so twee. There are little games and relay races, and there's always some goofy ass mascot.
Yeah.
And there's ice cream everywhere and hot dogs everywhere.
Yes.
And sausage and peppers everywhere.
And like local promotion from like dentists and shit.
Yes. Yes.
There used to be a farm team that was the Newark Bears. They had, I don't know what they've ever did with that stadium.
Do they not exist here anymore?
No, Newark Bears are gone. But somewhere further south in Jersey, there's like the Jackals that Don's been to.
Oh,
I've seen the Staten Island Yankees. I've seen some
That's right.
My mom took me and my friends.
You've seen the Brooklyn Cyclones too?
No, I'm not going out to Coney Island to watch a baseball game.
I will tell you, that was one of my favorite things. Like, just being there and knowing that Nathan's was going to be involved as well.
All right.
All really stacked the deck in the favor of...
I do love them French fries. Like, I like a Nathan's French fry, but more than I even like the hot dogs. But that's so far to go for something like that.
Yes.
I would rather get it's close. It'd be easier for me to get to Staten fucking Island than it would be for me to get to Coney. But I appreciate it. I understand it. But you know that those poor people who play minor league baseball get paid like in banana chips. Like they get paid almost nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Savannah bananas?
No.
So my understanding... and I'm going to suck at it already. My understanding is the Savannah Bananas are the farm team for the Braves.
Okay.
They are basically like the Harlem Globetrotters, but for
Oh, that's
baseball.
Fun. Yes, okay. Nope, I have heard about this. Yes.
They play something called Banana Ball, the fastest and most entertaining game of baseball. They do choreographed dances at every game to Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen, Mariah Carey.
Yes, I have heard of this.
They have a very robust TikTok presence. They play in kilts.
God bless.
They've done music videos. They've been featured in music videos like Old Town Road, Can't Stop the Peeling, and I Don't Dance.
Can't Stop Appealing. So this is people who put their own spin on it, right? They were like, well, we're not getting paid for this part, so let's get paid for something else. And I love that. That's fantastic.
The guy who owns it wears a yellow tuxedo at every single game.
Nerd.
They have the Banana Nanas, who are a senior citizen dance team.
The Banana Nanas.
And then they have the Man Nanas, who are their dad bod cheerleading squad. And the Banana Splits, a youth dance team. They have a dancing umpire who twerks during strikes.
Mm-hmm.
They have a breakdancing coach. And yeah, they are robust. It's almost impossible to get tickets to go see them because they are so beloved.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope that they're all still standing because that hurricane is about to go take a big dump on Savannah.
Yikes. Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I'm real glad because it's going up in that Gulf and then it's going east again, and we are going to New Orleans, so I don't think we're going to be affected by it at all. But you know, if something rains, it's butterfly effect for everything that's airplane related these days.
Oh God!
So we'll see.
Yeah. By the way, fun fact for you and our fuck buddies. This might just be helpful for you all. Since I have not heard any new news of Boeing fixing all of the terrifying things that are wrong with their planes,
Yes.
If you book your travel through Kayak, Kayak now has a filter where you can select what kinds of planes you are willing to get on in your search.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's amazing. Because I really love the planes that are small and have 2 seats on one side and 2 seats on the other.
Yes.
I don't know what that is for United, but like I get so excited. It doesn't take long to get on the plane. Nope. Doesn't take long to get off the plane. There's no middle seat. And the seats feel bigger to me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yes, it's great. So then you can choose Airbus, which is, of course, the only other company that makes planes. What the ever-loving fuck? You can choose Airbus, or you can choose a Boeing 737 MAX regular without a number after it. Because if it's just a 737 MAX, those are not the ones that have pieces flying out mid-flight, etc.
I don't know. I feel like if you're on one of those flights where things fly off of it, you're probably going to get a good lawsuit out of it.
Yeah. Why have I not heard anything about these people who had that happen in January yet?
They probably didn't even go to a lawsuit. They probably had to sign a non-disclosure, and then they just dumped $1 million in their laps.
Whoa. Fuck.
That's what I would bet. I'm a theater major and not a lawyer, but I would bet that that's what happened.
I mean, my Google now sends me like everything, like plane atrocities. Here's some news for you. I know. Well, It's because I was so curious about Boeing, and so I went down the rabbit hole, and now it's like, hey, want to know something weird about this flight? And I'm like, actually, no, I'm good.
My husband who got his pilot's license a couple of years ago, he has an app that tells him, I don't know, it's not called Mayday. But it's an app that tells him anytime any plane in the entire country has like a ooh yikes kind of moment, like I forget what it is, where they call a something and then they have to like land the plane, or anytime a plane has trouble, he now gets like an alert, and it happens every day. It happens so much more than you would think, and it's like for little planes too. It's for everything. It feels very morbid. I would rather sign up for like Nextdoor, where you can find out when raccoons are eating your neighbors' faces and stuff. For instance.
I would love to know what that app is, and then I would love to look at it every day.
I'll let you know.
Thank you, Don, for your service. I think it's interesting that Don is now a pilot and also chooses to do that. Like, I have those morbid, like, gimme fantasies about things that I don't do a lot of. Like, I also have that about sharks. I'm an 8-year-old little boy about sharks. And that is because I don't do a lot of stuff in the ocean.
That's fair.
If I were surfing, I would not do that, probably.
Oh.
I wouldn't. So that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Sweet. So yeah, that Kayak filter if you're like on the full website and you're like, hey, how do I make sure I don't go on one of these planes? Kayak will give you, you know, at least not currently lambasted through the news alternatives.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Helpful.
Shall we wrap it up there then? That feels like a pretty good stopping point.
Enjoy the rest of the Olympics, fuck buddies. This has been a very fun little departure for us. And we talked about sports. Next time, we promise, we'll go back to being resentful theater kids. But
man, I sure hope that poor guy that got his dick caught on the pole gets something nice out of it. You know what I mean? I hope that something good comes out of this for him.
What should I Google to find this? Because
I'll just send it to you. But if you do if you just probably pole vaulting and dick, we'll get it to you. or penis or package, I think is the term a lot of people are using.
Is his name Anthony Ammirati?
I actually don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. Yep. The number one in sporting news online. French pole vaulter Anthony Ammirati dislodges bar with penis. Oh, there are whole articles about how he feels about it happening. Can't we? Jesus.
I mean, you win some, you lose some. Sounds like he both won and lost.
Opie and Anthony said, not the worst thing in the world losing a gold medal in the Olympics because you're packing a French baguette.
French baguette.
Oh, my goodness.
Amazing. Well, everybody have fun. Go watch Ratatouille again.
Viva la Revolution.
Je suis la grande pamplemousse.
Eat some brie.
Oh, man. I love brie. What's the best cheese and why is it brie?
Oh, it's brie. It's brie melted down with a fucking cranberry compote on there. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah. Oh my God. We need to hang out and make some fancy charcuteries.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I love that. I love that. All right.
Make a board. Have a girl dinner. I hate that term.
Do you know about this? Yes, and I feel like I had a little bit of a stroke when it came out of your mouth.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner is harkening back to our last episode. It's a double supreme hamburger helper. That's Definitely. What girl dinner is in this house.
That's a big girl dinner. Absolutely.
Or like an entire thing of the Alfredo noodle roni.
Ooh, yes. Or just fruit snacks until you eat something real. Also girl dinner.
Oh yeah. For me, that would be fruit snacks until I get a canker sore.
Oh no. Oh,
those things.
Sad turkey.
Real quick. Yeah. I feel like it wrinkles up the tip of my tongue, especially the Welch's gummy ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's something about it.
I wonder if you have an allergy.
Seems possible.
Weird.
But I think just like some candies, the sugar concentration is just like, fuck you. But also having tender mucous membranes is related to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which I haven't talked about on here yet, but I'm getting checked out by a rheumatologist probably sometime next week. I think that I have this weird thing that has a lot of very weird symptoms. Including sensitive skin bruising easily, sensitive mucous membranes. That's could also be one of the reasons why I'm so psycho about my cuticles.
Oh.
Because of the way, like, how tender and, like, how delicate my skin is. Yeah.
Interesting. Yep. It's a real Kaiser Soze moment, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, from The Usual Suspects.
Oh, what was he? Did he have bad cuticles?
Kaiser Soze is supposed to be the mob boss that everybody's looking for, and so the whole movie is this interrogation about who is Kaiser Soze and where is he, and then the big reveal at the end is that the guy they've been interviewing is in fact Kaiser Soze.
That's all I know, though.
That's it. Oh, so it's just about a big reveal that nobody sees coming. And like once you zoom out, like the whole picture makes sense.
Oh, gotcha.
So
yes,
cuticles and little mouth and sensitive mucous membranes. Yeah, right. Yeah, a real Hitchcock zoom in.
Yeah. Yep, we'll see, but pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, enjoy your fruit snacks. Enjoy your girl dinner if that's what you like.
Enjoy your wrinkly little tongue.
Enjoy your wrinkly tongue. Enjoy your women's rugby.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy your drag queen bacchanalia. Do not enjoy swimming in the shit-filled Seine.
No, don't do that. Mm-mm. But then find that shark movie about sharks being in the Seine on Netflix, and don't watch it with the dubbing. Watch it in French. It's much better.
That sounds like a joy. Amazing.
Viva la France!
Viva la France! That's racist.